welcome to Pushing Cardboard. I'm Grant Lindenberg, and today we're having a look at a new game from Worthington, Rommel's War by Derek Croxton. This is I just got this off the. I pre-ordered it, so it's brand new. Comes in a big, I guess, 2-inch box. This is. It's they rate it as the complexity is very much on the low side, but the solitaire suitability is totally on the low side. And that's probably because we got this game, as I understand it, we'll see once we get inside it, but it has both blocks and cards, and neither one of those things is particularly conducive to solitaire play, particularly the blocks. If they're single-sided blocks where the fog of war element is used, then definitely that makes it a lot harder to do solitaire play. Anyway, let's dive right in and see what Worthington's put in this box. My box is a little dinged, but that's it's just had an international ride to get here. All right, well, look at this. Even though it says very low for solitaire suitability, the very first thing we see when we open the box is a little card for solo rules. And this is a player aid card. Now, who knows if this is, I guess we'll have to see if this is player aid for solo only or a regular player aid, but two of those. Don't know why you'd need two solo sets, two player aid solo rules. If you're going to be playing solo, you only need one, really. That's the whole point, isn't it? Here we go. Here's the, this looks like the rule book. Oh, and it's, look at that, 2 copies of the rule book. Now, I totally appreciate that. Probably much easier to do in, like, this is an 8-page rule book. So we are talking a fairly light rule set. Nice, it's on gloss paper or semi-gloss, but nice big font, good amount of white space. There's examples and notes in here. Not much in terms of illustrations, but holy smokes, that is a quick, tight rule set. If this set of rules stands up and doesn't have much errata or anything, I could see this being very popular, a little 8-pager. Fantastic. We have a mounted board, and this is going to be one of those, since we're talking about North Africa, Rommel's War, this is one of those ones where it's not deep but long. So we have Benghazi way over here, and El El-Geila way over to the west. Go past Tobruk, Mersa Matruth, and then the road to Alexandria. There's El Alamein and the road to Alexandria. And here we have Bir Akim, which is a fairly important spot, Gazala. But not a ton of spots. Like if we'll have to see how it works. But I imagine these are more likely roads than divisions of areas. So it'll be interesting to see how the game works and how you actually deploy the pieces. Well, there we go. The bottom of the box is just filled with an insert, and oh wow, this is great. We will just open some of these up right away because no stickering these blocks. They come not pre-stickered but pre-painted. Whoops. See that? Yeah, those are I'm dropping them here, but those are really, you know, pre-painted. That they look good. So there's some German ones. I won't open up the other set of German ones, but we'll take a look at a box of the Allied ones as well here. Here we go. There we go. We got an armor, a couple of infantry, and a anti-tank, I guess. Beautiful, beautiful. Top marks for those counters, blocks, no doubt about that. And then there's some more and a die. And then lastly, there is a deck of cards. So I don't think this is a card-driven game by any stretch of the imagination, but we have, let's get you a tighter look here. So there's a bunch of these cards that say no effect. Oh, they're all British. And there's 3 British cards that have some extra additional move or additional attack, it says. Far fewer no effect cards for the Axis, and there's 6 or 7 that give you an additional move or an additional attack. So definitely not card driven or anything like that. It's going to be a card assisted game at best. But yeah, and then a lid to put on that once you've got all those pieces. I mean, this is all going to fit in here beautifully with a little bit of room to spare. Oh, one of the boxes jumped out. Well, there we go. That's everything in Rommel's War. That looks like that is going to be quick to learn, and hopefully it plays well, and even more, hopefully it's got some replayability, because that's a really good looking package. I'm not a giant fan of the cover, but no, it's fine. Anyway, that's Rommel's War by Derek Croxton, published by Worthington Games. I hope you enjoyed it, and please check out my podcast. It's called Pushing Cardboard. You can find it on Spotify or Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. I'll be there. See you next time.